Do you know you have 30 minutes?
Are you kidding me?
30
minutes?
30, yes.
Hi guys, so in today's video, I want to talk about the last 3 months that we have left in this year. And if you've been on social media, if you've been into your personal growth, you have heard the term winter arc. So what does this mean? So for me, basically, I like to set my own rules when it comes to this. So basically, it's just a time of personal growth, self-reflection, but also honing in. So it is a time for rest also, but it's also a time for honing in on your goals. Maybe there's something that you still haven't accomplished that you wanted to accomplish this year. So now is a good time. So it's basically a time where you are working towards something, but you might not see the results, or the results are not visible yet. But come next year, maybe by the springtime, we will start to see the fruits of our labor. And it's also a great thing because you know how New Year's resolutions are like a big thing, right? December 31st comes around and people are like, okay, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do all these things. And a lot of people fail. Like, it's just statistically proven that a lot of people fail on their New Year's resolutions. They don't follow through. So a winter arc, setting the last 3 months of the year to really focus in, hone in, really grow your own self, figure out what it is that you want. Also a good time for self-reflection. Maybe you had a lot of goals set for yourself this year and now we're in October and you're like, I haven't hit any of them. So right now it's a good time to like self-reflect, ask yourself, what is it that kind of held me back, that I believe held me back? What was I lacking in? Was it a lack of consistency, a lack of focus? Did things happen in life that kind of got me off track? So right now it's also a good time for reflection and really just getting a kickstart for 2025. And that way, whenever New Year's comes, you're not rushing, you're not trying to write down all your New Year's resolutions. You're kind of ahead of the game a little bit. You're like, oh, I've been, doing these things. I've been creating a new routine. I've been practicing new hobbies. I've been more into my self growth. So you're a little bit ahead of the game once January 1st comes, and then we're able to see our results much more quicker. So let's talk about reflection and assessment. So just as nature tends to slow down in the winter, although I'm in Texas, so it's going to be hot here for a little more. But you know what? I'm still gonna practice this. I'm in my fall vibes. It's like scorching heat outside, but I am in my fall vibes. I am entering my winter arc. So just as nature slows down in winter, we as individuals are gonna slow down a bit. Maybe it's gonna look that way, but in reality, we are actually amplifying our growth because we do need to slow down a bit to speed up. So that's why as you're entering this season, this new season is a good time to self-reflect. Ask yourself, what did I accomplish that I didn't accomplish? Or how far have I come in my current goals that I have goals set for me? What results have I seen? What is working for me and what isn't? So it's a good time to self-reflect and really get clear on that. Like, what is holding me back? What am I lacking in? How can I improve in that? If it's a lack of consistency, how can I be more consistent? Do I need to actually set Sundays aside to like really plan my calendar out for the week? Have I been doing that? Do I have a list of things to do and then I don't accomplish any? So can I break them down throughout my week? So really ask yourself these questions. What really held you back? If you had a dream or a goal that maybe you didn't accomplish, what is holding you back? And get really real with yourself. Get a journal out and really self-reflect. Set some time aside to really self-reflect within your own self. So basically, it's a good time to assess what is working and what isn't. What has happened all this year up until right now that didn't work for you? Was it maybe you just had 10 goals and there was just so many goals and you lost track of them, maybe you forgot. Well, that's something that I struggle with a lot. I like write down these list of things that I want to do and want to accomplish, but really these last 3 months I'm going to focus in on my big top 3 dreams and goals that I really want to accomplish. So maybe you can take that tip for yourself. So I also want to talk about resilience. I think it's a time of resilience as well because it's the last 3 months of the year and it might seem like it's like a crunch time in a sense. And it kind of is, right? It kind of is a little bit of a crunch time. So your resilience is really going to have to come out. You're really going to have to be focused. You're really going to have to shut out your distractions, limit TV, maybe limit social media, maybe you're going to have to say no to some plans. Maybe you're going to take a break from dating. I don't know, whatever that looks like for you, but it's a time of resilience, a time to really hone in and it might be hard a bit. That's the thing. There might be a struggle, right? To really get focused, to really decide, hey, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of the way my life has been going. I'm sick and tired of not achieving my goals. I am taking these next 3 months to really focus in, to really show up for my own self. I think that's a big thing in today's world is a lot of us, we don't show up for our own selves. We want to do everything for everybody. We want to be there for our friends. We want to be there for our boyfriend, our girlfriend, our spouse, but we don't show up for our own selves. So take these next 3 months to really make that commitment to your own self that you're going to show up for yourself. So this is also a time for growth. Ask yourself, is there a skill that you want to improve in? Is there something that you want to learn? Maybe there's something in your career that you want to improve in and you want to learn more about. Maybe there's a course that you need to take. Maybe there's a certification that you need to take to advance yourself in your career. Maybe you are running a business. How does that look like for you? How does advancing in your own growth and your knowledge look like for you? And like I said before, it's a time where maybe people will not see what you're doing. Maybe you won't see the success yet. But in winter, we have to think about winter. Winter is when nothing is growing, right? The seeds are kind of hidden under the ground. That's kind of where we are right now. So we might not see it, but just we know that, hey, I am preparing for my growth. I am doing all these steps. I'm taking the action steps for my dreams and my goals. So I will see that success. So improving your skills, learning something new, forming new habits. I think that's a big one. I think in our winter arc, these last 3 months is a good time to start setting new habits for the year to come. So whenever spring rolls around, you're already in your habits. Even when January 1st comes around, right? When people are, all right, I'm gonna hit the gym, and then they only go for like the first 2 weeks of the year, maybe the first month of the year, you already been at the gym. You have already built that consistent habit. This also represents a time of rest and renewal. Although we are putting in the work, it's also time for rest and renewal and prioritizing our self-care, right? Getting our nails done, or you know what? Maybe you don't have the money to spend right now on like a manicure or a pedicure. You can do it at home. It's okay to do it at home. There's so many amazing things now, like cute press-ons, nail polish that you can do. You can do it your own self, okay? I remember in the pandemic, I didn't get my nails done, right? I don't think a lot of people did. So I ordered like a gel kit. I ordered some press-ons and it was fine. It worked for me. And even though I wasn't out, I wasn't doing things, just really being clean, keeping myself clean and keeping up with my self-care, with my skincare, doing my hair, doing my makeup, that really boosts my energy to get work done, honestly. Maybe I suffer a little bit from ADHD, so I have to put on an outfit. I have to do my hair. I have to put on my makeup or my skincare and feel refreshed so that I can get some work done. But it makes me feel good, and whenever we feel good, things improve so much, right? The way that we feel internally really reflects what shows up in the outside world for us. A lot of us might be feeling burnout by this time of the year, right? So it's also a good time to rest and going back to like reflecting as well. It's a time for you to really renew your own self, right? We're going to be building those new habits. We're going to be creating kind of that new identity of our own selves. Who is this version that you want to be in 2025? Who is that version of you that is successful in 2025, is achieving all their goals in 2025? Ask yourself these questions. These are questions that are really going to motivate you to get the work done. What habits does this new identity of you have? Right? Think of yourself at the end of 2025, and let's say you achieved all your goals, all your dreams, you're living your dream life. What habits does that version of you have? And that's what you're going to start cultivating into your everyday life now. It's kind of like you're tricking your mind to like, this is who I am, this is who I'm deciding to be, and your outer world is going to reflect that. And I will leave you guys with this. Your winter arc isn't a time of immediate success or immediate growth, but the payoff is so worth it. This deep internal work, these deep internal shifts that we do now are going to benefit us so much in the future. So if you want consistent breakthroughs, you want an amazing 2025, it's time to really hone in. It's time to really get serious about your own self. No more messing around, no more playing around and preaching to the choir here. Any video that I make, anything that I say, I'm talking to my own self. So it's not just me pointing the finger or judging other people. I want to see people succeed. I want to succeed. I want to hear about your success. So it's really time to start showing up for our own selves, you guys. It's time to stop playing games. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop continuing your habits for like a day and then quitting. No, it's time to show up for yourself. It's time to do the uncomfortable things. Okay, success isn't always comfortable, right? I said this before. Success is on the other side of your comfort zone. Success isn't comfortable. It may not look pretty. It may not look like, oh, I'm so successful and have all these things right now. You might not see the fruits of your labor, but you will experience them. Come springtime, come March, I know that we can be further ahead than where we are now if we really commit to our own selves. And that's really what this season is about. It's really about committing to your own self, showing up for your own self. Like I said, no more playing small, no more putting yourself on the back burner, no more putting everyone ahead of you. It's time to show up for you. And sometimes we have to get a little bit selfish. I'm not saying be mean. I'm not saying go out and have this huge ego, but sometimes it's beneficial for us to really like, you know what, I'm gonna show up for myself, because whenever you show up for yourself, whenever you really grow yourself, whenever you achieve success in whatever area of your life, that makes you so much better for others. You're able to show up for others better than you were before. So you can't pour from an empty cup. So it's time to really get serious about our growth. It's time to really commit to our own selves and see what we can do. I think it's a great time to really test your own self. See how far you can really go. See how far you can really take your own self. See how amazing come New Year's it could feel to just kind of like I feel so great about myself. I feel so amazing. I finished strong. And maybe you didn't achieve all the goals that you wanted to this year, but guess what? We're finishing strong because it's okay. We're human. We're going to mess up. There's going to be times where we're not going to want to do what we need to do. But if we take those small increments of time, like these next 3 months to really hone in, guess what? We can rest later on. We can take a break and enjoy the fruits of our labor, because that's another thing, right? We don't want to always have to be in this mindset of like success, 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 and what's next, and okay, I reached this goal, but what's next? I also like to enjoy the things that I accomplish. I did that a while ago. I accomplished so much. I worked so hard to grow my coaching business, to grow my other YouTube platform, that I was able to like, you know what? I'm going to rest. I was able to leave my job for a little bit and just rest and enjoy the fruits of my labor. And that's what I want for everybody. That's what I want for you guys to experience. So with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. If you want more content like this, I would love to have you come back to my channel. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.